Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you're doing extremely well. So today's video is one that has been heavily requested by you guys, and that is a jewelry video. Now in front of you, you will see my little setup that I have going on, and in my little setup I have about half of the jewelry items that I'd ideally like to show you guys, so I think I might have to do a part 2 of this video. Just because I don't think everything's gonna fit. But we're gonna start off with what we have here and see how far we can get through. I'm really excited to do this. I honestly couldn't wait. There's been construction outside of my building every single day since probably March. So it's been really hard to film ASMR videos, because obviously I want the best sound quality and I don't want all the construction noises in the back, but I can't wait any longer to make this video. Honestly, I just want to get it out there. So I really do apologize if you hear loud construction noise in the background. I hope it's not too distracting. So the first little vessel of our jewelry that we have here is this heart-shaped box. I actually bought this heart-shaped box in Budapest when I visited last winter, and it has all these beautiful little designs, and here it says evil. I actually bought this secondhand, and when I said that it said evil on it, I just had to have it. On the inside we have some rings, and it's dusty, I'm sorry. So obviously I'm wearing a bunch, so we could start with the ones that I am currently wearing, if that's okay with you guys. I get so many questions about my rings and where I buy them, which is super hard to answer because I have basically a tradition where I'll buy a new ring from every place that I travel to. And my family has kind of caught on to this tradition too, so every time that they travel, they'll buy me a ring and send it to me. So I actually love to wear gemstones, as you can see. The only ones that I did not purchase are this one, which I got recently. I can put it in here so we can see it up close. This one is from a brand called Viva Macity, or Viva Macity, I'm not really sure. But it's this beautiful little ring. I like it because it almost looks like a little eye with a crown. I just think it sparkles so beautifully in the light. So I've been wearing this one a lot recently, especially on this finger. This ring right here I purchased from a store in Korea called Object, and I'm not going to be able to remember every single gemstone. I honestly should write them down so I remember. But these 4 right here, those 4 are all from Object, and they all have a silver band with a little gemstone. This one is one of my favorite rings. So this one right here is by a woman named Millie Savage on Instagram. One of the gems fell out because I wear it so often. But this ring right here is opal, and it has a silver band, and I believe she handcrafts all her rings. This one's just so gorgeous, and it catches the light in such a beautiful way. Definitely my favorite ring I've ever purchased or received ever. I really recommend you guys go check out her Instagram page if you like this. All of her rings are super unique, and I like that it's almost like naturally cut looking, you know what I mean? It's not perfectly symmetrical. So yeah, this one is definitely my favorite ring out of every single one that I own right now. This one is just a plain band, plain gold band. I'm just wearing it as a placeholder until I get something a little more me, because the ring that I previously had on this finger got to be very rusty, and it was just time for it to go. So I had to say goodbye. So this one on the corner here is from a brand called Vitali. And they also were kind enough to send me a few other things. So these rings are fun because they lock together. So I think you might be supposed to, that doesn't make sense. You might have to, or you're supposed to give the other one to your boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe a best friend. But I don't know, I haven't really decided on if I'm gonna give it to someone yet, but maybe one day. They're a little bigger and bulkier than my normal style, which is why I haven't really gotten around to wearing them, but they're really pretty. And then we have this one, which is in a very similar style to the one on my pinky finger. But this one is in silver. So I think I'm gonna stick with rings, if that's okay with you guys. So this one's also from Seoul, from the store called Object, and this one, I believe the stone is garnet. When you shine a light through the back of the stone, it radiates this beautiful red color, a deep, deep red. This one is so beautiful, and definitely gonna be wearing it a lot more. The next one here is actually a gift from my mom. This one came all the way from Argentina, which is where my mom is from. And I forget the name of the stone, but I believe this one is Argentina's national gemstone, sorry. So it's so gorgeous. The reason I'm not wearing this one is because the gem, beautiful pinky pink, it falls out and I need to buy some glue to secure it back in. I really don't want to lose the gem, so. But it's so gorgeous, and I love that it comes from Argentina. see, here's one where I lost the gem. I think this one had kyanite in it, and it was one of my favorites, so I was so devastated when it fell out and I didn't even notice. This one was gifted to me by a friend in high school, I think, and it was in senior year, and she gifted me a little wing because I was set to move to Korea, super far away, and she wanted to give me my wings to fly away. This one is a beautiful tiger's eye ring. Tiger's eye has this really cool way that it shines. I don't know if you can tell. The problem with this one is that I actually purchased this in London a couple years ago, and I love it, but the band used to be completely silver, and the woman I purchased it from told me that it was real silver, but of course when I wore it every day and showered with it, I discovered otherwise. And I just don't like when rings stain my finger, so yeah, it's quite a shame, but I'll wear it again soon, one day. Let's see. This one's also from Object. It's quite scratched up. I think it was one of the first rings I bought there, but I don't actually remember what stone this is. It has like a nice sheen to it as well. Could be like some kind of moonstone, I think. Let's see. So this one right here is definitely moonstone, and I'm actually not too sure where I purchased this one, but I think it was here in Los Angeles in a little ring shop. It's on Melrose. I forget what it's called, but they sell a bunch of rings like this. My only qualm with this ring is the band. I'm more of a fan of like a thin band, or if it's not thin, one that looks a little more handmade, like this one. But I think the stone is gorgeous, and it catches the light in such a way that's intoxicating, really. I believe I bought that ring at the same place that I bought this one right here. So sparkly and beautiful. I don't think this one is a real stone, but it might be. But the way that it's cut just shines the light so gorgeously. But again, it has one of those really extravagant sort of bands that I'm not really a fan of, but I'll let it slide for this. These three right here are all from Object in Seoul, South Korea as well. I don't remember the stones, forgive me. It's been such a long time, and I kind of just like to purchase the ones that really call out to me. This one here in the middle, it was one of the first rings that I ever got, actually, and I got this one for my 16th birthday from Tiffany & Co. in New York City, and it has the address of the original store on it. It was a birthday gift from my mom, and I went into the store and picked it out and everything, and it's all extravagant, so as a 16-year-old, it feels pretty special. So those are all of the rings that I still have in my possession. Obviously, I've owned a lot more rings in my lifetime, but I don't keep all of them, especially if they're broken, unless they really held some sort of significance to me, like this one. I bought this one when I finally got over this one guy that I really liked for a long time, and he treated me so poorly, so I bought this teardrop shape, and it was blue to signify all the tears that I wasn't gonna cry anymore. So I guess it's fitting that the stone fell off. It served me quite well, and once it absorbed all the negative energy that it could, it left me. So that's all for the rings, but I can show you guys a few more things. Some earrings and necklaces if you'd like to see them. What do you think about that? So the next thing that I want to show you guys are these lovely little earrings that I purchased myself from a crystal shop in New Jersey. And these are actually handmade as well. I just love the color green. If you know me, you know green is my favorite color. And when I saw these with a little purple, I just thought it was so me. And I just had to have them. They do really make a nice dangly sound, but it's hard to capture with the equipment that I have, as it's all very unprofessional. And these little green guys are from a lovely store called Shop RCP, which is owned by my friend, and he sent these to me. So thank you. These are beautiful. They're like a little green ball. And they have like this really nice detailing to them. And they're just nice to wear when you want a pop of color, but nothing, too crazy. These right here are from a lovely shop called Monche. And they're just these golden hoops with a almost braided or twisted look to them. And they feel quite sturdy. They're good quality. They're super gorgeous as well. This necklace I have yet to wear personally, but I'm so excited to wear this. This is by as well, and it's this beautiful I think it's opal necklace. So it has this little pendant right here, which is so beautiful. Look at the little detail even on the clasp right here. And it has two little flowers. I just think it's so delicate and pretty, so I'm so excited to break this out. I'm the type of person that likes to layer my necklaces, so I'll give every single one that I get like a 3-week window that they get to sit on my neck for. Oh god, that's so loud. I hope you don't hear that. I apologize once again. So the ones that I'm wearing on my neck right now, I'm sure you guys have seen a million times, so I won't show them, but I have a name necklace, and I have Hamza, and a little pearl necklace on right now. And my earrings are also from Viva Ma City, and they are little stars and moons. So I also will keep broken jewelry. That means a lot to me. This one is my old nameplate necklace. I've actually had 3 in my lifetime so far. The first one I ever got, I was really young, and it had my birthstone, and I loved it so much, but I think I lost it, so I've been looking for one that reminds me of that one for so long, but it's just been impossible to find. So this was my second one, and the chain broke, as you can see, but it's very pretty. I like the font. And then this one is by a small shop called Honeymoon NYC, and she makes these beaded necklaces with pearls. And this is exactly what I have on, except in more green. I love this, but again, it broke, which was so sad. It's definitely my bad. I think I was tugging on it a little too much, but I could probably fix it as well. And then I will just keep chains in case I find a cool pendant to put on them. I have this one too. More of like a thicker chain. I'm not really sure if I prefer silver or gold, to be honest. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling for that day, really. So, I think that's gonna be it for part 1 of my jewelry tour. I'll be making part 2 where I show mostly my necklaces that I have in rotation right now, my most prized necklaces. So thank you so much for watching.